Right, while I'm working on these trees, I thought it would be a good moment or opportunity, excuse me, to talk about rim lighting or just lighting in general. So, these trees, we all know that trees are round, especially aspen trees are pretty circular. And when light is hitting one of the sides, light is also going to be appearing on the other side of the tree based on how intense the lighting is. So if you want to make something look round, here's a good example. I have the light hitting it from this side, and then we have the rim lighting around the other side. Now, it's been something that I'm trying to figure out as I work on this as to the intensity of the lighting on the right versus the rim lighting on the other side. This looks a little flat. Part of that is just because this isn't very blended in very well. I'm gonna take some of my paint in this tree right here. I'm gonna just keep adding lighter layers of paint. Just go down like that. I am wanting some of these black marks to show still, but yeah, just going around this, painting again in circular strokes to kind of get the like round, sorry, not circular, but round strokes to kind of show the direction that the texture is going. I'm going to add a little bit more. Ooh, we'll just go down here real quick. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is very flat. This looks more dimensional. So let's take a little bit of lighter paint. I'm going to go in here, add that. I'm not worried about the buffalo because I'm going to be painting over that. So I'm just going like these strokes. Aspen trees are pretty smooth, but it's not going to hurt having a little bit of texture in it instead of just super smooth layers of paint. Because as you can see in this area, it's looking so flat. I want to move away from that. I'm going to add a little bit lighter, a little bit of white with the gray that I'm using. Just kind of go, as I go, I'm kind of trying to mix different layers. I do have a pre-mixed palette I've made for myself for this piece, but sometimes you just gotta mix as you go. This project that I'm working on does not really have it's by no means a limited palette, but it's been nice working on this and just getting the experience of it. And I am constantly finding, like now that I'm looking at this area, I'm constantly finding areas that I should have painted before I got into the trees. But yeah, you can already see that looks so much more, this tree right here looks so much more round now that I added that rim lighting. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. I worked on some of these areas as well, lightening those up, bringing this tree forward from this one. I am gonna, might as well get in there while we're at it. The nice thing is with some of these trees, having my pre-mixed palette, I've been able to just go in and get a value of gray that I've already mixed and just add it in there. So we'll take this, go these strokes, directions. Don't want to cover all of the work I've done so far. I'll just go in with the intensity on this value a little bit more on this rim lighting. But yeah, another thing about lighting is it's always bouncing off of things. You can think of this as like standing next to I don't know, like a bright red wall, in a sunlit room, that wall is going to reflect lighting onto you or anything that's close to it, and you're going to be able to see the lighting bouncing off the wall and hitting your hand. So that's how light works. Light bounces off. That's can be very complicated and a difficult process to try to replicate lighting. So what I've just been doing with this project is just saying, you know what, the light is at the top, hitting the tops of the trees, and it's also hitting just from this direction. So all of the main light is hitting this direction on the trees, and then the rim lighting is on the left of the trees. So that's just an easy way to organize it and make sure that it's all cohesive and coherent. It's a little intense. Need to add darker value. But yeah, this has been I keep saying every time I'm talking about this painting, it's been a learning process. So yeah, I'll just keep working on this. I'll go back to the time lapse, but just wanted to share that.